What lies beyond the door within? Hey guys, welcome to Good Clean Reads. I'm really glad that you're here for today's review. I'm reviewing the Door Within Trilogy by Wayne Thomas Batson. There are actually 4 books in the series, but the 4th book, as far as I've been able to tell, you can only find in ebook form. And actually it makes me laugh because it's called the Door Within Trilogy Book 4. The story centers on Aiden and his journey into the world of Aliable, which, for the record, I'm not going to pronounce any of these names right, so don't take my pronunciation as the correct ones. But I'm going to read you the back of the first book. What lies beyond the door within? 3 ancient scrolls beckon Aiden Thomas to enter another world, a realm of knights, warriors, kings, unusual creatures, and mysterious glimpses who can travel between worlds. Soon, Aiden is training to become the 12th knight of an elite unit who will join Aliable in its long fight against the evil Paragory. With the fate of 2 worlds hanging in balance, will Aiden be willing to risk everything and trust the one true king? So, what I liked, the author came up with some clever world ideas. I liked how the eyes tell the story. If a glimpse follows King Elam, then his eyes flash blue. If he follows Paragor, they flash red. And if they haven't decided yet, their eyes flash green. But eventually those whose eyes flash green will turn red if they don't follow King Elam. I thought the author did a fairly good job making you interested in what happens to the characters. Even though this isn't my favorite series in the whole world, I read the whole series just because I wanted to know what happened to them. It was a fun series to read. What I didn't like, there were some things that were confusing to me, such as how you and your glimpse are connected. It's not fully explained. Like, if you and your glimpse are supposed to die at the same time, but you aren't born at the same time, or if you do something horrid, then your glimpse does something horrid, how does it all work? And then the other thing was that sometimes the characters or the writing seemed a little stereotypical. Or, like, sometimes the writing seemed like it could have been knit a little tighter. Content concerns, there aren't really any sizable ones, but there's a fair amount, oddly enough. None of them are mentioned more than like once or twice in the story, and so here they are. Aiden has kind of a bad attitude in the first part of the book, or in the first part of the series, mainly the first book. His parents aren't very supportive or nice either. In fact, again, mainly in the first book, they're kind of belittling. Also, Aiden doesn't really treat his grandpa with much respect. Aiden's friend Robbie is described as the cool kid, and he has an earring. When we first meet Antoinette, she's hanging out with a group of kids known as the Trenchcoat Clan. All of them wear black and makeup, even the boys, and it's mentioned that some of them smoke. The author tries to portray the group as being a good group of kids who just act different. In his Lost Chapters section at the back of one of the books, he said he wanted to portray them that way because kids who dress that way tend to get judged and thought of a certain way. The Paragor Knights and everything that goes with them might scare some people, as the book is intended as an allegory, and they do represent Satan and his minions. There's a lot of fighting, and a lot of people die, even characters that were part of the, main parts of the story. The main characters are about 14, and the author has some who likes who stuff going on. It isn't the main focus of the story, which I appreciate. But Aiden and Gwen do kiss a couple of times. It's implied or shown slightly that one character has an abusive dad and a broken family. And then the 4th book is kind of creepy, as it's a mystery, and they're trying to figure out who is killing people in a disturbing manner. Grotesque wounds are described grotesquely. And then the main characters in that part of the story visit a morgue, and the person in charge wears a creepy mask, and the bodies with the wounds are shown to Knock and Malik. And for some reason, the author mentioned that the first one they saw was female, and they had to remove a covering to see the wounds. Nothing else was mentioned other than that, about it, but I just thought that was kind of disturbing. And it's mentioned that some characters are having a belching contest. There are a couple of times the author says characters need to follow their hearts or trust their heart, and we know from scripture that we shouldn't actually follow that, because what comes out of the heart is deceit and wickedness, because the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can withstand it? And then just other thing is, like with all allegorical books, you need to remember that not everything is an allegory. So I just thought I should mention that because sometimes in allegory books, you can try to start drawing parallels to everything and then get confused. For my conclusion, the story did kind of feel like the author was writing for a younger group of people and then at the last minute matured it so that older people, I don't know, would want to read it too. I thought it was fun to read. I liked the way the author had the eyes tell the story so you can tell who a glimpse follows by their eye color. I thought that was really cool. So thank you so much for watching my review. If you visit my blog, goodcleanreads.com, you'll actually be able to find this review in blog form. You'll also be able to find some affiliate links and the summaries to all 3 of the books, not just the first one, or all 4 of the books. So thank you so much for watching. I'd appreciate it if you would like the video, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. I also have an Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for my blog, so I'll put the handles up to those after the video is over. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!